Welcome everybody to our first session of City of Mist. Hello. Now, you've all, hopefully, everybody here has watched the presentation we did last week of, hey, what the fuck is this game? So I'm not going to explain anything. We're just going to dive right in. Imagine a city. Great sprawling metropolis. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, all living their lives day to day, rushing in and out of their routines, their lives, their jobs, their families, their hobbies. Just walking through the world half awake. These are the normal people, like you and me. But some people are a little bit more awake. These people are rifts. Points where the real and the unreal come together. Where stories try to make themselves into reality. And with me today, we have 4 people playing just those rifts. We have, of course, my beloved brother Chris.
Hello.
His chaotic wife Vary.
Hello.
My friend Kelly.
Hello.
And her wonderful brother Fraser.
Hi.
And today we are going to have some fun. We're going to play some City of Mist. After that slightly atmospheric intro. You can tell I haven't scripted shit today, have you?
I mean, we judge you for this all the time, so don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like I've slept or anything.
How long have we all been playing D&D together? We're used to it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah.
No, actually, no.
Yeah, sleep is for the weak. You stay awake all weekend.
That's true.
The official recommendation of the Brothers Honey Twitch channel is don't sleep.
No, sleep during the week.
Yeah, so Monday to Friday, sleep.
Monday, Friday, just
Sunday,
hibernate.
partay.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, just
The influences.
I'm 30.
No, you're
dear.
not.
According to my calendar, I am.
Calendars can go fuck themselves.
How did that work?
Like, insert December into January, like a kind of like eternal Ouroboros.
Well, usually they'd ask
Okay,
for a date
is this a
No,
record
no, no,
for how
no,
quickly you've gone on a tangent?
Sorry!
So usually they'd ask for a date first.
9/11?
Oh,
And that's
Well,
it.
what
We are
was
less than
today's
10 minutes
date?
in, and we've already done a 9/11 joke. Hi, everybody.
I thought it would take longer for it to get this chaotic.
Maybe your sex tape.
I've been
I'm having a
murdered
good
already.
time. We're doing great.
I could just see Jade having regrets.
I know, right? So many regrets. So,
Told you this was
progression.
a bad idea.
So bad.
Okay. We are going to be exploring the world of City of Mist through our beloved characters here, all of whom will be revealed in time. But we are going to start with one in particular, as the eye sweeps across the broad skyline of the city, wreathed in fog, slowly evaporating in the dawn light. We move to an apartment building, not necessarily the most lavish or even the most run down. It is just a place that exists between everything. It's just a place where people live and nothing else. Nobody does anything. They live here because it's the only place they can get. But they can afford to live a little worse. And in one of these flats, on the 18th floor, we find Miss Mal Ashford. Kelly, would you care to describe your character?
So, Val is... Physically, or...?
Yes, physically, first.
Physically. Mal is...
We do physics. We do physically, and then we do vibes.
Okay, physically first, vibes later. Okay. Mal is a late 20s woman. She's about... She's a little shorter than average, but in general she looks quite like the kind of person you would walk past on the street and not recognize, even if you'd, like, met her, known her well. The kind of person who, when you bump into someone on the street and they go, "Oh, hi, how are you?" It takes you a minute to kind of place them. She looks very average. She's not... No, I mean, I think if you studied her face, you would pick up on details, but easily forgettable. Good looking person. She's got dark hair. She dresses in relatively plain clothes. She's not particularly colourful, but not in a completely invisible way. Just the kind of blends in with the crowd.
Okay, and Mal, this morning is a very special and particular morning for you, because you are once again, for the you've lost count number of time, starting a new job.
Hey.
Okay. You managed to land yourself.
Can't be too excited about it.
You have managed to land yourself a temporary position at an accounting firm in the downtown area, where things move fast and people are either stunned by the just blaring beauty and hypnotic elements of the city, or are so invested in their own work that they shut out everything else and just go and go and go and go. So what's going through Mal's head this morning?
Namely, just don't fuck it up. Not that she's like huge fuck up or anything, but she's, like you said, lost count at this point of how many positions just like this she's had. She's not bad at them. There's nothing, she doesn't do anything wrong. She never gets kept on. The contracts are always temporary, they're always short. She can't seem to stick anywhere.
Okay.
She's feeling, she's looking forward to it. She's got, high hopes that she'll enjoy her time there, but the idea of it being anything more than temporary is, is she really kidding?
Now here's a question we didn't actually really address in character creation, so this might be a little bit of a curveball. Does Mal live alone?
She does.
Okay. You hear a sudden knock at the door.
Turns from the mirror where she's, making some last minute adjustments to her outfit and goes to answer it.
Package for you. It's just a regular guy, slightly overweight. A big fucking bag full of letters and packages. Just hands it over and moves over to the next. As soon as it is out of his fingers, he just moves on to the next door.
Thank you. That's the door.
Okay.
Is it a letter, a package?
It's a letter.
What's the letter?
It just is addressed to. It's got your name, your address, handwritten on it. And also it says just underneath. No, sorry. It's just got your name and address written on it. In red ink. Are you gonna open it, or?
Yeah, she opens it.
You open the letter, as anyone would. Just you receive a piece of mail, and you unfold it, and it's just an A4 piece of paper folded 3 times, and it just says in the middle in 3-inch high letters. It just says, "We know."
She drops it and like takes a step back from it. And she still has the envelope in the other hand, and she turns it over, looking for any sign of who it might have come from.
No return address.
She recognized the handwriting.
No.
She just stares at it for a second. She pulls the door open and like looks back out for the delivery guy.
He's moved on. He's just a little bit further down the landing, just putting more stuff into letterboxes and knocking on more doors.
She realizes she probably looks like a crazy person right now and goes back inside. And just, kind of shaking, picks the letter back up. Reads it again. And she sits there just kind of staring at it for a minute. And she realizes what time it is. She's on her way out the door. She's gonna be late.
And so Mal moves out into the bustling rush of the city. The stream of commuters that are moving like blood through the arteries of this great metropolis. Which, no, I'm not going to name, shut the fuck up.
Boo!
It's more mysterious!
We want place names.
I'm also
We
really
want
crap
place-
No, I
at
love
naming
it.
cities.
It's fine. We'll name it then.
Really?
Mildred.
Mildred it is. He's named Mildred now. See what you did?
Mildred Metropolis.
Mildred Metropolis.
Mildred. Mildred.
Exactly.
Thing to come out your mouth. That's what the site's called now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
It's just like the idea of mildred Metropolis, youngest of the Metropolis siblings. Older sisters, Matilda and Maleficent.
Yanis.
And malarkey.
Malarkey.
You did.
Never allow
Anything
your
else you
players
can't go on
any
to name, we're
degree
naming
of,
for you.
never allow your players any degree of creative control, kids. It never ends well.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
I'm trying!
Anyway,
The camera pulls back away from Mal as she disappears into the crowd boarding the subway trains. As she hops stop after stop. And moves again closer to downtown, but not quite into the thrumming hum of people moving in and out of their jobs. To a nondescript little flat in a nondescript little building. As we move inside, we see a very neatly but uninteresting living room, and the man inside it putting on his tie. Fraser, could you please describe your character?
Yes. He is a tall, thin man. He seems to be about in his mid-30s. He's putting on his grey tie that matches to his grey suit. It doesn't really seem to fit him all that well. It's baggy in places and tight in others. He has short, well-kept, dark hair. Just kind of a very boring-looking person. Kind of. His face has just constant bags under his eyes, with barely any expression. His face, it seems like he's always sighing. He has terrible posture. He basically just looks like he wants to get right back into bed. That's the gist of it.
Your character, Mr. Cal Hardaway, everybody. Because I just realised I forgot to mention the name. Cal, as you're sort of walking around your living room, kind of looking for wherever you've left your phone, you bump against the coffee table, and somehow the TV comes on. It's an old rerun of... It's an old Looney Tunes rerun.
He cracks a little bit of a smile and then looks for the remote.
Okay. Just as Wile E. Coyote is about to get his carpents, you find the remote and turn the TV off. Find your phone. It's time to head to work.
Yep. He sighs as he walks out the door.
As you walk out the door, your phone bing, buzzes with a little text. The text is not from a friend or a family member or even a work colleague. It's from it's a number you got off Craigslist. Well, sorry. Let me just click back to the crossbar. It's a number you got off Gumtree. So I keep forgetting that I have set this not in America. It's a lot of the language is quite American centric in the books.
It's Mildred's list.
No, it's Gumtree. It's Gumtree. Okay,
Gumtree,
fuck you. It's Gumtree.
Mildred's mail.
Mildred's mail. That's the local paper.
Fair.
Cal, it's a number you got off Gumtree. It's a guy saying, "Hey, are you still good to pick up those Blu-rays? I'll be out most of the day until about 7 p.m. You should have the address."
He types yes, but his Y is capitalized and he puts full stop.
Okay. Excellent. Cal, too, in his grey suit with his grey briefcase and his grey overcoat, steps out into the watery sunshine and into the streams of people that move through the city until he reaches his office. Now, Cal is an accountant by trade, if I remember correctly.
Yes, correct.
Cal didn't expect to be watching a TTRPG with so much, work and accountancy, but hey, here we are. You are a flat in the middle man. You are not senior enough to have any major responsibilities, but not junior enough to get pushed around too much.
Right, we're in the sweet spot. Right,
you're in that kind of sweet spot where you're just like, I just do the fucking job and that's it.
I get my work done, I go home.
Yes. At the firm of I should have fucking made this up beforehand.
Abernethy,
Fester,
Abernethy,
Nestor, and
Abernethy.
I missed that one very well.
Just 3 Abernethys.
I was going with Fester, Nestor, and McClucky.
Yours is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very well regarded firm of accountants. And as you sit down at the desk and sigh your way into your chair, putting your briefcase down, one of your rather overly chirpy colleagues leans over the dividing wall of your cubicle and just goes, "Morning, Cal. How you doing?"
What's this person's name?
Greg.
Morning, Greg. You chipper as usual.
Well, another day, another day of work. It's fantastic to be here.
Sure it is.
Did you get that memo I sent you?
Nope, I've just got in.
Well, there's a new trainee coming in, and you're going to be looking after her. Thanks, really appreciate it. Bye. And he just dips back under the wall.
God damn it.
You hear the sound of just running feet as he quickly retreats. As you remember that the cubicle next to you is not actually his.
Yep.
You see him go. Just that scuttering feet.
He makes a mental note to get him back for that.
And Chris is just not here. So we'll continue on
left.
without him. The city is a place of many, many different layers. We have already seen at the top and in the middle the. Okay, Chris has gone to go and rescue his dinner.
Num nums.
Remember, kids, rescue your food before it bursts into fucking flames. So yeah, we have already seen sort of the higher things, the flashier bits, the central business district, everything kind of clicking along like the bright mechanical heart of a city. And we've seen a little glimpse of the less glamorous side of things. But know that under every city, there is always a darker undercurrent. There's always a world of back alley deals and people who know people, where little things are said and little words change the world. And in just one of these little hidden hideaways is a door in an alley leading to a tiny office. Vary, could you please describe your character? Please describe Effie to us.
Effie is a small, late 20s woman. Has a sort of like little choker thing, gothy vibe, but likes to wear like flowery dresses and just kind of meld into like the commuter crowd, but with her own flair. And she's just kind of sat at her desk with her feet up, looking up at the ceiling, balancing a pencil on this wee bit of her.
Effie, you sit at your desk balancing the pencil on your face, and your phone rings.
Huh?
Is it your... I'm assuming due to the nature of Effie that this is this is not a phone that contains necessarily regular numbers, but you always know who's calling.
I look at my phone, like my everyday one. It's not working. I open my drawer to see which one's vibrating.
Just an entire
Pick up
drawer
one.
just of hand...
Nokia 3310s.
Yep. It's an entire drawer full of just rattles when you open it. Scrabble through it.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yeah. You pick it up. You recognize the number, as you always do, with every number that calls you. You always know who it is, because you know the guy.
Jerry, what's up?
Nothing, Effie. Just wanted to say, you know those pictures you sent me to find? I've got them. I've got them in my hand right now.
Wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that, Jerry. You want to swing by the office and I will get you the KFC that was promised to you?
I can't do it just now. I've got other responsibilities at the moment. Can you come around?
Jerry. I'm your main responsibility. Come on.
It's not like that, Effie. Look. Can you come and pick up the pictures tonight?
That's not what we do. You come to me with the pictures.
I know. I'm just a little tied up I'm just a little tied up for most of the day. I'm sorry.
Where do you have in mind?
89 Oakland Place, 7 o'clock.
I'll get you in the pub there.
Okay.
Jerry.
Yeah?
This is a one-off, okay?
Yeah, I've got it. Thanks, Effie.
Alright. Bye! Click.
Excellent.
She looks around for her pencil that she was balancing.
You find you hunt down your pencil. You find it. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab the books because I've just realised I should have them next to them. Reference material. Fear me, for I'm bookish. So, we move away from the seedy and sordid office of the woman known simply as Effie. And back up towards the central business district. Mal, you have just stepped off the elevator at Fester, Nestor, and McClucky. And you are greeted with the sight of a gleaming white semicircular reception desk, fluorescent lights in the ceiling, one of those blue scratchy carpets that you know if you walked on barefoot you'd take all the skin off the soles of it, and an extraordinarily bored looking receptionist.
She's a little rumpled.
How can I help you?
I have an appointment. I am here. I mean, new. I'm supposed to be meeting a Mrs. Miller. She was going to show me around.
Mrs. Miller. Oh, you're the new girl. Okay. Yeah, Miller's not going to be
A
showing
little
you
bit
around today.
on the way here.
Yeah.
Like fixes her.
Miller's not going to be able to show you around today. Sorry, dear. She's off sick. You're just going to be stashed away with Mr. Hardaway today.
Hardaway. Okay.
Yeah, you go down the corridor. And he's 15th on the left.
15th on the left. Got it. Thank you very much. Mal, by the way, what's your name?
Deborah.
Deborah. Lovely to meet you. 15th on the left. Thank you.
Pleased to meet you, Mel. Just back to filing her nails.
Doesn't even correct her. Just keeps walking.
You keep walking. Cal.
Yes.
You hear the sound of approaching footsteps. A little different from the usual clump of traditional office shoes that you normally hear on the carpet.
And if I may add, counting under her breath, 13, 14, 15. And a little...
Come in.
Hey, Mr. Hardaway?
He swivels around in his office chair. New girl?
Girl.
Okay.
Now, nice to meet you. And she holds out a hand.
He shakes it. Debbie said Debbie was gonna ring me when you got here, but you're here now. He stands up, like he grunts a little when he does. He's like, okay, so what are you doing here? What's your position?
It's a temporary role data input.
Oh, okay. I'll give you the tour, I guess. Show you where everything is, and I'll get you set up somewhere. Sound good?
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Hardaway, how long have you worked here?
He thinks a lot. He's like 16 years, maybe 17.
It's a long time.
Keep track of.
It's a good place to work if you stuck with it for that long.
Sure. Just steer clear of Greg. That's all I'll say. He's an annoying little twat.
She kind of leans in conspiratorially and it's like, "When's Greg?"
The Australian one.
Really?
Yeah. You'll know when Greg's coming. Don't worry.
Unfortunately,
You
the game
always
does not
do.
have a "is he a racist?" check.
Yeah, she just makes a little mental note. She's like, okay.
I start showing her around. Like I show her the break room and the
Cal,
like.
as you are showing Mal around the wonderful intricacies of your standard accounting firm made of board size, the click of calculators, and styrofoam cups, you suddenly realize something has changed. There is a deathly silence around you. Except for one sound. You hear the bing of the lift reaching your floor. As you turn to look, the doors slide open. And Chris, could you please describe your character? Oh, fuck.
We can't hear you.
Chris, we
Can't
can't
hear
hear you.
Hiya, sorry, I forgot to put myself on push to talk because I'm a dickhead. Alright, that ruins
Damn it, I had a moment
my
there.
moment. I know, right?
moment's
Fuck's
gone.
the moment. Jesus,
Fucking-
right. So, take us back a little bit, it's like dramatic music.
No,
that-
fuck it!
back.
Describe your goddamn
fucking-
character. As
Okay.
you step out of the lift.
Fuck,
Describe
man.
Clark to us.
So, Clark is about 6'4". He's in that kind of like, like late 50s, 60s point where like you just know that he's old and like I don't know, like old and unapproachable. You wouldn't ask him his age because you
Standoffish.
think that he would glare at you. Like silver through his dark hair, very tall, very crisp suit, everything measured to within the perfect fit, and eyes that look right through you. He steps forward, briefcase in one hand, and environmental health and safety office badge in the other.
Cal, you hear from behind you the sound of one of your coworkers going, "Oh fuck, it's the health inspector."
What's his name?
Well, the colleague or Chris's character?
The colleague. The colleague.
Pamela.
Cal goes, Jesus Christ, why are you right behind me?
Get my fucking coffee, man.
I have a question. I didn't know that got health inspectors per se for.
Health and safety.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like OSHA.
Employee health and safety. Okay, never mind. That makes more sense.
I hope they
When
find
it said
something.
health inspector, I was like, hope they find something.
Cal goes, I hope they fucking find asbestos in the walls or some shit so we can get a couple days off.
Do you mind if I ask who the manager is?
Oh, that'd be David. He's go up that way, take a left. He's 4 doors down.
Thank you. Nice to
worries.
see you again. And I walk
too.
past without explaining that remark at all.
Cal says you too because I just assumes that he forgot his face.
Fair. I walk down to David's office.
You just
I give three perfectly spaced raps on the door.
tick, tick, tick. Come in.
I enter.
Hello, Mr. You see, he kind of looks you up and down, has no idea who the fuck you are, sees the badge in your hand, and is like, "How can I help
Smith.
you?" He's a slightly overweight, balding man, clearly in his late 50s, not looking after himself.
Surprise inspection. You'll find my papers are in order. I pull out a sheaf of papers from an inside pocket and pass them to him, all of which very official, big rent stamps on them, being like, "You are under inspection from your parent company."
Says here you're due to inspect the next floor up. There's nobody actually up there. It's still under construction. It's being renovated.
Yes.
Seems like it's been being under renovation for ages now, but forever. But,
Do you mind if I ask? Yes. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course. We're always happy to help comply with government inspections.
Do you ever feel like the more you look at the clock, the slower time goes by?
I beg your pardon? Well, I guess that's how it is, you know. We'll watch pot never boils and all that.
Your clock is slow, by the way.
Oh.
By 5 seconds. He walks out.
Ominous!
So good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That is an ominous motherfucker. Cal and Mal, you hear the... Did you not recognize that during character creation?
Did not realize.
Nope.
I really did not realize Cal and Mal was going to be a... Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. You hear
Right now.
the tick, 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 tick of Clark's very precise shoes as he walks down the corridor, and for a split second as he walks past you, each of you hears and feels and sees some very strange things. Just for a split second, you hear a sound like the gentle rushing of sand. You hear, way off in the edge of hearing, just a noise so big that it seems to almost be silent. Just a tick, 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 tick. And for the briefest of seconds, each of you, as Clark walks past, you see the outline of something long, with a sharp blade at the end, his other hand, and then it's gone. Just a split second.
Cal is holding a Ziploc bag of carrot sticks and is just kind of munching on them. Mal did not see him pull them from anywhere. They just inexplicably are in his hand now, and he goes, "I need another cup of coffee," and he walks towards the break room.
Excellent.
Yeah, Mal just kind of like takes a brief second to wonder if she's okay, and then realizes that Cal has already walked away and just follows.
Excellent. So you're gonna follow Cal. Nobody's gonna make any comment, pass any, or attempt to follow any of the spooky man.
Oh, I don't know my way around this building yet. I gotta follow the one dude whose name I know I can actually put to a face first.
Fair. Clark.
Cal's concerned about getting a cup of coffee.
Okay, Cal, you head
Enough.
for a cup of coffee.
Can I spot them going on their way to the break room?
You can indeed.
Okay. And I'm gonna just, without projecting my voice or anything, just go, sorry, Fraser, what's your character's name again?
Cal.
What's your
Hardaway.
surname?
Hardaway.
I'm gonna go, Mr. Hardaway. Do you know where the good coffee is?
You're gonna be hard pressed to find any good coffee in this whole building. There's a stand around the corner that does great coffee, but it's a trek.
Do you mind if I ask you a second question?
Go for it.
Do you ever feel like the coffee runs out twice as fast as it should?
That's a riddle or
An
is it a
honest
joke?
question.
Oh, uh, yeah. I mean, Greg's a greedy bastard. He always has 2 cups when everyone has 1. It's supposed to be a 1-cup policy in the morning, so there's enough for everyone. But like, I swear, I always see him taking 2.
Do you mind if I follow you to where the coffee is?
Oh yeah, it's just in the break room.
I'm
That
just
door
gonna
there.
follow them then. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
follow them in. I'm gonna
Um,
step
as
in
soon-
and
I pour them all a cup.
I
soon as,
pull out a ruler.
As soon as his character like falls in line with us, Mal just immediately like, "Hi, I'm Mal. Nice to meet you." Hold out a hand.
Clark shakes the hand and stares at Mal extremely intently. Hello. Mal, you said it was.
You here?
It's not often I get to meet new people. Nice to meet you.
You too. I get to meet new people a lot.
I bet you do. Hang on 1 second. And I take the ruler out of my pocket and I stop Cal where he is with the coffee cups. And I place the ruler next to the coffee cups. And I then extend the ruler out. And then I extend it out again. So it currently measures 90 centimeters. And I'm measuring the distance between each of the coffee cups and the coffee pot. And then to the coffee grounds. And then to the tap. As I expected.
Mister. I'm sorry, I didn't actually catch your name, but
Smith. Clark Smith. Pleasure to meet you.
Smith. To meet you too. I'm just curious. What are you measuring? Is this part of the safety inspection?
It is. Jonathan, can I just confirm that there's absolutely nobody else in the break room apart from the 3 of us?
Conveniently enough, there isn't.
I'm gonna stop time.
I'm sorry, you're going to what?
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the City of Mist, where the extraordinary is everywhere. Clark, there is no move associated with this. You just do that. Actually, shall we make this our first move?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make this our first move.
Why not? Absolutely.
So you're trying to stop time to sort of like conceal what I assume is the following conversation from the rest of the office.
So, partly that, and also partly to isolate the thing that I am measuring.
Okay. Are you trying to stop time in a way that is noticeable to your 2 companions?
I am
Or do you
stopping time whilst keeping my 2 companions with me, and able to traverse.
Okay.
I'm trying to pour cream into my coffee right now. Is it like
That's gonna stop.
Okay, in that case, I
huh?
think this is a change the game move. So could you please roll to change the game?
Tell me. Okay, so
Roll me 2d6. What power
And I
tags
get to-
would you be
Yeah.
using for this?
hang on a second. Let me just move my screens about a little bit so that this is slightly more fluid. But actually, I'll just take myself off push to talk. That would work.
Yeah, that would be great.
It was purely so that when my alarm went off for dinner, I didn't annoy anybody.
Fair
So,
enough.
Power tags. So, I have time manipulation, manipulating the speed and the flow of time. I have time out, which is stepping out of the flow of time. And because I am not just doing this for the sake of, I'm not just doing this to talk to them. I'm doing this as part of my job. Can I please use my health and safety regulations? I know what is wrong and I know how to fix it.
I was going to say you're probably using your improbably massive folding ruler for this.
Well, I am using that as well, yes.
Okay,
But I thought I could only use 3 tags.
that's a homebrew ruling, and sod it why we're not going to use it. Let's go, but let's only go with 3. So give me 2d6 and add 3 to it.
Excellent. That is a 5 and a 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12.
12, that's 10 plus, that is a complete success.
Yay.
Change the game.
Okay.
Use your abilities to give yourself or your allies an advantage. Roll plus power. On a hit, you get juice equal to power. So, you have 3 juice.
3 juice.
To, and you can use your juice to scale up the effect to a greater area, prolong the effect, make it ongoing, hide the effect, or any other improvement you and I agree on.
So I have 3 juice, did you say?
3 juice.
Oh, I have to name them apparently. I'm not naming them.
Yeah, that's the status that you
What?
would be naming if you were causing a status, like, prone or shot.
Fair. I'm just like putting them in my character sheet, so I've got them. Right, no, that's fine. Right. Time slows to a standstill for everyone out with the little break room. The coffee steam freezes in the air, the cream being poured similarly. Everything stops except for us 3.
You don't like cream?
I'm ambivalent on the subject.
Okay. Did you
There is...
do this?
Yes. And yes, Ms. Mal, this is part of the health and safety inspection. There is something going on in the upper floor, and I was trying to find the point at which it's leaking through into this room. Where it's leaking through is the coffee.
Cream's just...
Yes.
The cream's just frozen.
Not frozen, just stopped.
She kind of just, like, very gently pokes it.
It feels kind of gelatinous.
Not a good
What
phrase.
do you mean stopped it?
Well, you can look out the door, outside the door if you want to.
I mean, or you could just look at the clock.
The
Right,
clock,
looks
yeah,
at-
the clock
looks
is
at the
not
door.
ticking. Everybody's stopped. Everyone's frozen in place.
You look out of the door and you see people standing still halfway through step. In fact, most telling of all, you see somebody halfway through a stumble. Papers beginning to spill out of their hand, frozen in the air.
Cal, peeks past Mal and goes, haha, Greg.
Yes, it is in fact Greg who is stumbling with his photocopies.
That's Greg.
That's Greg. That's Greg frozen.
Yes.
Cal turns to Clark and goes, how long can you keep this up for?
There is no time.
Okay. He sits down at one of the tables in the
Does that
break
mean?
room and
What do you
lies
mean
down on the
there's no
desk
time?
and starts to take a
What?
nap. He's like, wake me up when you're done. And he's
Mal looks like she's gonna have a panic attack.
Clark steps over and bends down considerably to reach her eye level and goes, Miss Mal, I know this is a brand new thing for you, but take deep breaths.
Shit, it's a brand new thing. What do you mean for me? This is a brand new thing, full stop. What? How are you napping?
What?
Time
You got
has
me?
stopped. How are you napping?
Oh, I am tired.
Why am I the only sane person in this room? Why do you two think this is completely normal? Why are the three of us not
Oh,
sane?
no, this
how,
isn't-
literally how, is this happening?
This isn't normal at all. I'm freaking out right now.
You really look like you're freaking out.
To feel something, do you have to show it on your face? He goes back to sleep.
Fucking hell.
Ms. Mal,
Am I,
can you come
is
over
this
here
it?
for a
Is this
second,
it? Am I finally
please?
going insane?
You might be, but come over here first. Clark has extended the ruler again to between the coffee cups that are now hanging in the air since Cal let go of them, and measuring the distance between the mugs and the coffee grounds. Now, tell me, look along this ruler from the coffee cups towards the tin where the coffee grounds are kept, and tell me how many tins you see.
It's like waving her hand like underneath the coffee cups that are floating in the air, trying to figure out where the
Strings are.
where the strings are. She's like kind of just waving her hand. She's like, I see. There's 2 tins of coffee. What? How are you doing this?
Now, I was gonna say Cal will have noticed that. Now go stand next to Mr. What was your surname again?
Hardaway.
Mr. Hardaway.
Cal
Tell
says
me-
that.
Sorry. Now, please go and stand next to Mr. Hardaway and tell me how many tins of coffee you see.
She takes a few steps over to where Cal is and looks back up and goes, "It's the same. Well, hang on.
Now you're getting it. There is a temporal
kind of-
imbalance upstairs.
Like keeps one eye on the coffee tin and then takes a few steps backwards to where she just was, and takes a few steps forward again." And she's like, "Okay, are there cameras somewhere?" I don't.
Oh yeah, there's a camera right there. Cal points at one of the corners of the office. There's a low security camera. Like, someone kept stealing other people's lunch out of the fridge, so we had to set it up.
It seems a very reasonable precaution.
Fully. I'll just fully sits down on the ground where she is. She sits down and she puts her head in her hands and she's like, "Oh, this is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening." Okay, deep breaths, deep breaths.
Clark's gone over to the coffee tin with the measuring stick with his ruler again. About 3 hours out. Interesting. He looks up at the ceiling. Mr. Hardaway, you don't happen to know how long the floor upstairs has been under construction, do you?
Do I?
Forever.
Forever.
That's
As long as
what
I've been here anyway.
That's what I was afraid of. Well,
Can
Can one of you explain to me, just so I understand exactly what the fuck is happening?
oh, there's a temporal anomaly upstairs.
Those are some cool sci-fi words. They just came out of your mouth there.
Wait, if you can...
What do I do with that?
I'm surprised you're surprised, honestly. Don't you have powers too?
Completely fucking baffled by how you're not surprised. Powers?
Well, that's why. No. Well, that's why you can see all of this.
Yeah.
Would the two of you be interested in joining me upstairs?
If it. Yeah, I think I need to get out of this room.
This temporal anomaly, will it like mess up my work schedule?
It will make your work schedule last forever.
Okay, yeah, let's go deal with it right this second. Cal reaches into his jacket and pulls out a cup of coffee.
Excellent. 10 out of 10.
If you're not gonna restart time, it's like it has cream and sugar in it, and he just starts sipping.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Should I roll for that?
Did you just have that in there?
It's in a very festive mug. Like you pull it out, and it is a mug that has like it's got one of those like really sassy office expressions on it.
Life's a beach.
And, yeah, life's a beach and just pictures of palm trees. It's a very like quite bright and festive mug.
He looks at the mug and goes, Greg's.
You stole the man's mug. You can't.
He doesn't like Greg.
I got that.
Oh wait, Jay. He pulls out the mug and instead of saying life's a beach, he's put a sticker over it to say Greg's a beach.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
And there's like there's a little picture of Greg's face just being really, really jaunty while the seagull shits on it.
Oh my god, no. But it doesn't. It's not like a big sticker that covers the bit that says life. It's like a label maker
Yeah.
Yes.
sticker.
Says
Barely covers
absolutely.
it, but it says Greg on top.
Like, let's get going then.
Certainly.
As he walks past Greg, he collects his papers and puts them above his head. Like that are floating in the air. And then walks out of the office.
Yeah, I'm fair. We take the stairs upstairs.
Okay, you take the stairs. As you do, Clark, you in particular would notice this. Things start to move a little as you get upstairs. You look up and you look up into one corner. You see a cobweb with a spider spinning the web and then spinning it backwards. Faster than you would ever notice.
Spider.
That's weird.
Clark barely pays attention to it. Comes up to the door, tries the door handle.
Pushes it right open.
Excellent.
Out across this floor is the usual trappings of a renovated floor under construction that has been abandoned. Plastic sheeting everywhere, step ladders, hanging cables from the ceiling, drop tiles missing, just a couple of tools scattered about, bags and bags of like quick drying cement, just random abandoned pallets, and just some flickering fluorescent lights. That went longer than I had to. I was kind of waiting.
I was gonna say, I was half
Morse
expecting
code?
you to be like, who has proficiency in Morse code?
Not how this works. So yeah, what do you do as you examine forward? I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna roll is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll to see if I can find the anomaly.
Roll to investigate.
Hells yeah!
Now, what would you be using to boost this investigation roll?
I will be using meticulousness. I will be using my expertise in workplace health and safety regulations to see what is out of place in and amongst all of the work, all of the things that are currently here. And I'm going to be using
It's a construction zone, it's still a workplace.
exactly. And I am also going to be using because what I am seeking out is something that is time related. I will be using my time manipulation. So 3 tags.
So that's safety inspections, workplace safety regulation, and time manipulation.
Actually, it was meticulousness. So we can add 4 if you want.
Oh, you do have meticulousness, yeah.
I do. An eye for detail.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
+4.
+4.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I may regret this move later.
You may indeed, because that is a 5 and a 1. 6 + 4 is 10.
On a hit, you get clues equal to power. You spend your clues 1-to-1 to ask the MC a question about the subject of your investigation, or ask another player a relevant question about their character. They must give you either a straight answer or a solid lead. On a 7 to 9, they can also. Yeah.
Okay.
You have 4 questions, which you can ask either me
Alright.
or any of the other players.
Okay.
Or,
First, or.
if you would like,
Hmm.
you can maybe employ the flashback move to ask who it was that tipped you off about this in the first place.
Oh, that's exciting. Let's do that.
We can go back. We can flash back and ask and see what Clark already knows about this from having asked none other than our dear Effie. The camera changes as we flash back away from this under construction office into a public park. There's a bench, a metal bench made entirely of metal slats. There's a few pigeons, a pond, trees, joggers, people very much not paying attention to the 2 folk who are now sitting on the bench. The long and ominous form of Mr. Clark Smith, and the considerably shorter and more colourful form of Effie.
Doug's great. It's a shame that birds aren't real.
Effie, your riddles are always enticing and delightful.
What? No, that one's a robot. Like, she picks up a stone and throws it at the robot.
It misses the duck, which goes "Ah!" and flies away.
I'll get you, you rat bastard.
Oh. I'm sure you will meet the robot again in the appropriate time and place.
Ever the consummate professional, hey Colin?
Clark.
You put that eyebrow down.
He lowers the eyebrow.
Aye.
What can I do for you today, Miss Effie?
I have it on relatively good information that there is a not so safe thing happening in an office, but I do need it taken care of.
You know that office safety is my highest priority.
I know. And I thought, who would be just the guy to sort this out for me? Of course, you will be paid. In that way, you do like. I've got someone in Congress having a look at some OSHA rules for you. But you just need to give me some more of the minutiae and the details, okay?
We can work that out later.
Okay.
What type of workplace unsafety
Was
is occurring?
it's a wee bit all over the place, like I would say it's some weird temporal shenanigans. Things aren't lining up the way they ought to. Like, think of it like at the end of Blade Runner, where the bird's flying dead slow, but everything's going really fast around it.
I think I get the picture. Do
So-
you have... Do you
Clark.
have... Oh yes, sorry.
I was only going to ask if you were up for helping me out in this endeavour.
I think I could stretch to it.
Excellent.
I just need to ask you one question.
Hmm.
Do you know... This is where I have... Yeah, this is where I have to be like, right, who's going to make up the answer to this? Is it going to be you or is it going to be me? Oh.
Either or.
Hmm?
Either or. Ask the question.
Alright. Do you know what... I want to ask something really esoteric and just
Do it.
make it.
Now,
into something
come,
great.
Clark. I've never seen you blush before. She says this, tilt the head, picking up a stone to get ready for another duck.
Flirting with your husband.
Do you know what the anomaly, we'll call it, smells like?
It smells like the furthest thing away from home.
Clark doesn't smile. Clark gets up and walks away.
And we are back
Jim.
in the present. Oh, sorry, does Effie have a parting
When
shot?
you said,
Yes,
you said,
she
do you know?
Sorry.
she skims the stone, hoping it hits that one duck.
And we pan out before we see
the impact.
Because this is Clark's memory, and he wouldn't watch that.
The temptation when you said, do you know, and then hesitated to just belt out with Muffin Man.
Same.
Every
I was
time he has
muted
said,
anyway, but I literally had to.
every time he has said, "Do you feel?" like my brain has gone like a plastic bag.
Garen said that in chat earlier.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Excellent.
Also, Red Diamond 089 asked if you have your high vis jacket on, and I also need to know that.
That's a good point.
Not for office work, but as he stepped into the construction site, a high-vis jacket and a hat did appear on him.
Of course.
So we're
Naturally.
we're just conjuring shit out of thin air now.
I reach
Hey, that's
into my
my
jacket.
thing.
I reach into my jacket and pull out an enormous scythe.
Like, do you do it in like hand over hand, or you just do it like sort of like that?
No, yeah, just like one motion, but it like keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and then eventually just kind of like materializes out at the end.
For some reason, I thought you would have had a telescopic scythe where you like pull it out and then screw it together, then pull out.
That's better.
God, that's amazing.
See, that's my ruler. The scythe has a different story.
But the way that the blade could then just kind of like slide into the end and then clip.
There's reasons why it doesn't,
There's reasons why we don't do flat pack weaponry.
but we'll get to that later.
Mal, like, do you do this? Just takes a full 1, 2, 3 steps back and just like, okay, I'm new. Like I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who you are.
I'm gonna ask my second question to Mal. So you're like there being like that, and Clark turns to look at you and goes, Miss Mal, can you tell me what does home smell like to you?
Home? I don't know, like makes bread and laundry detergent and
He's nodding. Good.
like those candles my mum had on every other surface.
Excellent. I raise the scythe, watching the blade as I move it through the air. And I go, now. Alright, this is where I'm gonna ask my third question of Jonathan.
Okay. What do we got?
Okay, so the anomaly smells like the furthest thing from home. Home smells like laundry detergent, bread, and the candles that your mother burns. So, what does the smell that is furthest away from home look like?
What does the smell that is furthest away from home look like?
Yeah.
Getting into some Faye shit today, boys!
Yep!
A dead cat, I don't know.
Okay.
It just smells like sex.
There you go, sex and a dead cat, those are your options.
This is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, not what it smells like.
A moldy supermarket sandwich, dirty rags, and a pile and an oil drum that looks like it has had a fire lit in it.
I follow my scythe to exactly what you've just described.
Okay.
Which is where I now get to ask my fourth question of Jonathan. How do I kill it?
Don't you mean, how do you kill them?
That's the answer I was looking for. I swing the scythe!
Cal sips his coffee.
Cal, you sip your coffee and be like, well, it's a free lunch break.
Am I gonna have to fight shit?
Mal, you were sort of following on, being like, holy shit, who's this fucking maniac with a scythe?
I was like, I can't do another month in the hospital. I can't do another month in the hospital.
You find this sort of trio of items, this oil drum kind of dominating the scene, the discarded moldy supermarket sandwiches, and the oily rags, just kind of like
cat.
heaped at the corner, and what you see behind them, standing on the other side of the drum, kind of slightly hunched over, is a very, very thin young woman whose cheekbones stand out against her face. And she looks up at you with golden eyes. You see that in her hands she is fidgeting with an egg timer, twisting it one way and then the other. And Clark, you can feel kind of the push and pull of this.
Yeah.
Get it right. It'll get it right. We'll get it right this time. It's all right. We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm here to fix things.
Fix? You fix things?
You've broken something, haven't you?
No, nothing broken.
What have you got there then?
Mine.
You're trying to get something right, you said.
Yes, made mistake. Not supposed to be here.
I fix mistakes.
kind of looks at your scythe.
What did you do?
Not supposed to be here. I was at home.
Okay, can I identify what she is? Not who she is, but just like what she is a manifestation of.
That's gonna be a hard one. I'm gonna say
Hard
no.
one.
Like identifying that off
Okay.
the cuff is gonna be kind of a no-no for that one.
That's absolutely fine. That's why I ask.
What I will let you do
Hmm.
is give me another investigate roll with
Okay.
just your time manipulation,
All right.
and I will tell you a thing.
That is a 9 total.
That is a 9 on a 7 to 9. You have a partial success. So, they must either give you a straight answer or a solid lead. On 7 to 9, they can also choose. Your investigation exposes you to danger. The clues you get are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false. Whoever or whatever you are asking the questions can ask you one question as well. You answer on the same terms. I'm going to choose the last one.
I like the last one.
You look at this woman, and you realize she's right. She's not supposed to be here. You dress strange. What year? What year is it?
This is the year 2023 AD.
No. No, it's 1897.
I thought as much.
I walk up
You-
behind Clark and I put a hand on his shoulder and go, "She just say she's from 1897?"
She's out of time.
Hmm.
No, more time. Always more time. Twists the egg timer again.
No. More time is what got you here. We need to put you back in the time you're supposed to be in.
Yes. Back.
Do you?
And not supposed to be here.
No. Now that egg timer doesn't go back, does it?
It just run down.
Correct. So, Clark takes off his wristwatch. I propose a trade. I give you my wristwatch, which can go back, and I'll take the egg timer. How does that sound?
Roll to convince, please.
Absolutely. All right.
You got anything to help you convince?
I'm not a. I mean, belligerence. I don't suggest. I tell.
Yeah, I don't think belligerence is gonna help you here.
I'm just telling her. Swap with me.
Yeah.
Can I, like, help?
No.
No.
We will get to
Yes.
that at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
So you're,
Really.
you're just doing a flat roll, because I don't think belligerence is gonna help you here.
No. Yeah. It's. I'm efficient. I'm not convincing. This is the. Whatchamacallit? The. Before we hit the methods of last resort. Oh dear, that's a 4.
That's a complete fucking failure.
Yeah. I know what's coming next.
She looks at the watch, looks at you. It's like, no trade. You go away now.
Cool. Alright, well.
I don't think she
Jay?
likes you.
Yeah.
No, I don't think she does like me. Jay, I'm going to have to use the power of my scythe to cut her out of time.
Out of time, out of mind. Out of time, out of mind.
Yep.
She's out of touch. She's out of time.
Do you swing the scythe at her?
I swing it around her. I basically cut her outline out of time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a move for this because she is fully
Yeah, we
resisting
are.
your ass.
That
I'm
is
trying to work out
entirely
which one it
fair.
is. This is either.
Come at me,
I
bro.
was gonna need to dock.
Yeah, I think this is go toe to toe.
Yeah.
Heel toe, heel toe. Welcome to the fucking.
Pain radio.
Pound radio. Alright, Jay, what am I rolling?
You're rolling a go toe to toe move. You are trying to cut this woman out of time. What
Yep.
do you have apart from your out of time, out of mind ability that you think could help with this?
Chrono Sickle. Cut through anything that is affected by time. Time manipulation. Manipulating the flow
Nope.
of time.
Maybe the chrono sickle, but I will not give you the time manipulation
Alright.
because you're not speeding up or slowing down the flow of time.
Correct. Okay, how about time out? Because I'm stepping her out of the flow of time.
I think timeout's more about stepping yourself out of the flow of time.
Fair enough. In which case then, last chance, meticulous. Fine details. This is a pretty meticulous cut. You got to be very detail orientated, or you get a finger off.
Like you're not trying to hurt her.
No, I'm very specifically cutting her exact outline with a giant scythe.
Is it obvious you're not trying to hurt her?
No.
Yeah, what the two of you are seeing is a man waving a scythe at a crazy woman.
Yup.
Crazy
And
man.
Mal has already attempted to has like looked at her phone to see if she can like. First instinct is, oh my god, call the police, but then she's like, it stopped.
Yep.
It stopped.
You gonna give me meticulous?
Cal does
Okay.
take a couple steps back.
I think I'll give you meticulous.
Yeah!
So neither Cal nor Mal are gonna try and intercede in this. Like, they're not gonna try and do anything for
I was
this.
fucking terrified. Are you kidding? She's standing on the other side of the room by the door. She's trying to work out if she can make a quick escape, but
Yeah, I think if he doesn't like make it, I think if he just starts doing it, Cal's a bit too like surprised to like intercede.
Okay.
who knows?
That
If I
works
look
for
at the
me.
character sheet, actually, I think when he takes a swing, that's when Mal bolts.
Okay, so you're gonna leg it.
Fucking leg it. I'm terrified of my goddamn good mind.
I think that this is quite literally, I think, what Mal is doing is, I think, the opposite of the face danger move.
On the face
I
danger.
think, Mal, you're doing a take the risk move.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, if I go along with him, then maybe it'll be safe, but he's also just swung a scythe at that lady. I'm not sticking around to find out if I'm gonna be next.
Okay, roll to take the risk.
So, I don't think I have anything to add on to that, to be honest. Oh,
Uh,
no, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, you do have. I mean,
What do you
My
have for making
personality.
an escape?
you do have a fear that you do have a tag that just says fear.
I do have a tag that says fear. That's true. I forgot about that one.
Okay.
Scared
Yeah.
as shit. So
Yeah.
I'll give you
No, I
that.
do. I'm scared of dying before my time. I am. This is not. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not fucking doing it. I'm out. I'm gone. Goodbye.
Okay.
So I roll 2d6s and add 1 for this. So I think this is my first time playing the system. Alright.
It's the first time. I think it's the first time.
Is a
for everyone except me and Fraser.
The 7.
Okay, so that is a mixed success. On a 7 to 9, things get messy. How messy do I want to
Exciting.
make this?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Clark
I have a bad
swings
feeling.
his side and you just turn and bolt. And you, in the split second as Clark is swinging his scythe and the old lady screams, twisting her egg timer again and again, you feel something lurch inside you. And to the eyes of the other two, Mal disappears.
Look what you did.
As
Do you
Clark
want me to roll,
tracks
by the
the
way?
outline of this scared young woman out of time. For a second, there is just a silhouette in blue and starlight before a Dopplering scream, and she is gone.
You didn't kill her, did you?
No. I just needed to remove her for a little bit. I'll go and put her back where she came from.
Okay. You just vanished my intern.
I turned to look. Oh. Fuck.
In my defense, I'm a temp, not an intern. Thank you very much.
You think
You're
you think
also
I'll do this shit?
gone!
I'm a little bit. I'm also gone, so I'm not there to say that.
Okay, well, I need to find her. As much as I don't want her to be, she is my responsibility right now.
I may know someone who can help. Follow me downstairs and we'll see if we can't find your Tim.
Clark, are you
Did
gonna
she
re-
leave any? Sorry. Did she leave anything behind? Like just completely vanished with no traces?
Yeah, gone.
Okay. Not good.
What were you gonna say, Jay?
Clark, have you reinstituted the flow of time?
Not yet. I'm waiting till we get back to the break room.
Okay. So y'all head back to the break room.
Yep, and I remind him to take the cups of coffee from the air before they drop.
I do it. Well, I probably was only pouring one at a time. So it's,
Yeah, whichever cup of coffee was in the air.
yeah, I pick it up and grab the coffee pot.
Cool.
Put them
Alright, go. 5, 4, 3,
I quickly put one of the cups of coffee underneath the cream.
1.
Tick. Time
That-
accelerates back to its normal pace. Ah, fuck! As you hear Greg fall
Greg.
a thump, as a large, thickly bound sheet of copy paper smacks him in the back of the head.
Ah, Struth, mate.
Fuck that one guy in particular.
Basically, yeah. Cool. Sound also returns to the room as you suddenly realize how quiet it was outside of time. And as time reinstitutes itself, bing! Clark, you get a text.
Okay, what does it say?
Dear Clark, could you please come over tonight and help me pick up a clock? I'll be at 89 Oakland Place at 7 p.m. Dad.
Oh dear. Cool. I text back. Sure thing. With a clock emoji after.
Of course you did.
Why not?
Just to be clear, that is
Right.
from your actual dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not cryptic. It's my actual dad.
It's not cryptic. I'm not
Um,
being cryptic. This is your actual dad.
Yeah. I
Father.
Father!
Father!
Oh,
I'm
wow,
not
I
doing
was
that
not
again.
muted when I did that.
I'm not doing
What
that
happened?
again.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not making that key part of a character again.
No.
Oh, go on.
Not
I
again.
flicked
Reference
through-
back to the Monster of the Week game that
Fully
Fraser
thought I
and
was muted. Sorry, guys.
that
Sorry.
Fraser and I played, where our buddy Garen created a mouse webcam hybrid monstrosity that could only communicate by going, Father!
That's
Little
beautiful.
Little Timmy, who was really jacked for a mouse. Like really jacked human arms. It was a weird game. Anyway.
Oh, what is Mal? You said she feels this weird lurch.
You feel the lurch, and you're suddenly Mal, you are suddenly standing exactly where you were. It's just nobody else is.
Like, so she's still running down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she doesn't notice the others are gone because she's running for her fucking life.
Yep.
She's taking those stairs 2 at a time. She is running and running and running.
Yep.
Until, you know, somebody else walks into the stairwell, she crashes right into them.
Ah! You hit a janitor.
Sorry,
Ow.
I am so sorry.
Oh, what are you
Oh my
still
God, here, let me
doing
help you up.
here?
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Please
I
let me
thought
help you up.
buggers had gone home. Oh. It's 5:30. I thought you fuckers would be in the pub.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Let me help you up. I'm Mal. What's your name?
Oh, ow. Danny, if you like. Oh. It's a
Oh, Danny,
man in
I'm
his
so
mid-30s. Just kind of.
I'm so sorry. That
picks up
that
his
looked
brain.
like a bit of a. That looked rough. Do you want some ibuprofen?
I mean, it's always a bit rough when young women come cannoning down the stairs and sweep me off my feet, but you know. Learns to roll with the punches, me do. Oh, bloody hell. No, I'm going to go and dip into the coffee supply like I usually do. Well, there you go.
That solves that mystery.
Just leaves.
Son of a bitch.
That's it. That's the session, guys. We worked out who was stealing the coffee.
That's my character arc done.
Hey!
Hey! Thanks, everybody!
That was my whole motivation.
You look up at the clock on the wall just above sort of the double doors that lead back out into the office space, and it does read 5:30. It was
Okay,
9
so she
o'clock
stopped.
when you got off the lift.
Yeah. Like, catches her breath. And stops to think. She kind of like looks around herself. Checks her phone as well. It also reads 5:30.
It also reads 5:30, and there is a text.
Leans against the wall to kind of catch her breath for a second. Realizes, you know,
There's a text from an unknown number on your phone.
the texting.
It says 7 p.m. 89 Oakwood Place. We have answers.
Google Maps where Oakland Place is from her.
Cool. So, do we want to skip a bit further in, earlier into the day where Cal and Clark are, or do we want to sort of just accelerate
Clark's-
forward tonight to 5:30?
I mean, Clark was gonna phone Effie.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
you can do that.
Cool. That was my. I think I know someone who might know someone. So, yeah, I scrolled to the end of my contacts list, and to the number that changes every time, and I press dial.
Hello, BT.
Yes, I'm having some issues with my internet connection.
Oh, that's a terrible shame. Let's flick that into the right settings for you, shall we? Swing by
Thank
the
you.
office.
I just want to point out that no matter what phone it is that he is calling, if no matter which phone it is of Effie's that Clark is calling, it always plays Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. As the
Yeah.
ringtone.
That seems appropriate. Thank you. I will see you soon.
Bye.
And I hang up. I turn to Cal and I'm like, how do you feel about playing hooky? Provided
1 minute.
it does not, I say, provided, and he looks at you very sternly, it does not impact the safety of the workplace.
Oh no, of course not. What? 1 second. I walk over to Greg and I go, "You're covering me today," and I walk out the door.
You got an intern to look after!
She's gone home.
You sent the temp home?
No, I didn't send her home. I'm
Clark.
gone.
Yeah, Clark walks after him, silencing all conversation as he goes by.
Greg's like walking towards the lift, and I'm like, door closed, door closed, door closed, door closed.
Clark steps in, and the lift seems to just close immediately, like it knew you were in a hurry.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Amazing.
He pulls his carrot sticks back out. One.
He takes one and eats it.
So yeah, the two of you share a bag of carrot sticks all the way down to the ground floor.
Keratin's good for you, man. Gotta look after your health.
When he pulled them out of his pocket, it seemed like there were more than there was before as well.
It was an unopened bag of carrot sticks this time.
Yeah.
This is just stretched carrot sticks.
He likes carrots.
Of course he likes carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. You two ride the lift all the way down. Fraser, you get a text from the number that texted you earlier. From the Gumtree number that just says, "Hey, do you need a reminder of the address? It's 89 Oakland Place."
Cool. I go, thank you. Fully spelled out, capitalizations.
Fantastic.
Full stop.
So passive aggressive.
It's not.
Passive-aggressive, he's just
He doesn't
old.
mean it passive aggressive.
He's just, we've got the two
Very-
most precise
very
motherfuckers on the
formal.
planet sharing a lift together. Yeah, so two of you hit the ground floor. Effie is waiting in the office. Shall we just speed straight over there, or do the two of you have a detour you want to go to first?
I haven't got anything.
I'm going to be.
What does Clark drive? Does he drive?
A Vauxhall.
Okay, he drives a.
He drives a Vauxhall Astra.
Okay,
A 2004 Vauxhall Astra.
he bought the cheapest thing that you can buy on eBay and pick up 14-year-olds in. Fantastic.
He bought the no.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
That's a Polo. Let's be honest, that's a Volkswagen Polo. Okay, Vauxhall Astra is unbreakable
Well, they
and
used
has
to, they did
and-
used to use them as cop cars, so yeah.
Yeah, and they just run and run and run.
Safety specs on them, I imagine.
Absolutely, it has passed its MOT every year with flying colours.
The
It has
exact
never
same.
missed a service.
The exact regular as clockwork, one might say.
As the previous owner of a vehicle from 2004, the fuck it didn't.
Yeah, my car is from 2005, and
I was gonna say the
Yeah,
car
my
I'm driving at the
little-
moment is from 2004, and it runs great. And the mini that's in the shop, until it ended up in the shop, is 2007, and it was like absolutely perfect until everything went wrong.
Is it okay if I run to the bathroom real quick?
yes, you can
No,
go,
how dare you?
No, absolutely not.
go and take a quick crimes break.
I'm on the clock. I need to ask.
We're playing hooky, remember?
Sir,
Actually, in that case, I may
please.
fill my water. Do you mind if we take like 2 seconds?
Okay, everybody, we're just gonna take a quick break for everybody to get drinks, go to the bathroom, etc., etc.
Indeed. We shall return.
Shall we?
Bye.
I should get one of those interim screens, you know, where it pops up and you just be like, oh, we'll be back in a minute. I'm just kidding. For now, I'm just gonna stay here and keep talking because.
You chat to the chat.
I mean, are you not gonna stick around?
I'm gonna go and pee.
Fair enough. I'm gonna scroll back in the chat and see what I missed, because I haven't been reading this. Because I am so short on screen space. Like, nothing has made me want 3 screens more than streaming.
Yeah, maybe you should speak to Alex about that.
Okay, that man is a screen addict.
Yeah.
That man has more screens than I have toes.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I hear
I
what
know
you're
that-
saying.
Yeah, you'd be amazed what happens when you try and kick a threshing machine.
Considering I know what you've done to your pinky, yeah, sure.
Yeah. It smells like Teen Spirit, Jesus.
Chat, you enjoying games?
Is everyone having a good time? I hope people are enjoying themselves. I know this is a bit of a slow burn, but it's a mystery game. There's going to be a lot of kind of talking and a lot of sort of leading up to things.
The names are on the screen.
Yeah, everybody's names are there. The next installment in Do You Know What You Did Last Summer films. Yeah, I maimed myself years ago. I've spoken about it. No, I'm not telling you the power thing. We're keeping that sort of like mysterious for now.
You'll probably have it up on screen like in the future, but at the minute, it's wibbly wobbly.
Yeah,
Stuff.
that's entirely fair, Diamond. We're only starting an hour earlier just because of the campaigns. It makes life a little easier if we have a full 3 hours to play. Otherwise, we'd be kind of coming up on our So we just had a fun little change in cameras that's hopefully will be fixed in a second. Yeah, we're just doing it so we have the full 3 hours to play a session, because playing a 2-hour session can be a little bit time constraining, and our tendency to go off on tangents is legendary.
I'm back.
Hello. No, he's not Marvin from The Hitchhiker's Guide, I'll tell you that much. I've been sprinkling hints, but we'll see them later. I haven't been sprinkling hints to who either Vari or Kelly's characters are, because they're a little those hints are a little less sprinkleable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond, you and your tendency to give us shit to just go off on one. But yeah, no, streaming has maybe, especially streaming like this, because I've got Discord on this screen, which complains if I put something over it. I've got Twitch itself here, and I really wish I had a third screen to have like all the actual character sheets for everybody, because being able to keep myself up on everybody's powers would be really handy, just sort of go things. And of course I've got the 2 books in front of me, which I really should have been spent today studying, but then I didn't.
The desire to have infinite screens. Just keep adding monitors.
Just a whole fucking sphere of monitors. But then I just forget what monitor I put anything on. Third screen will fix it, will make it look for a fourth. But then I will have a fourth, and maybe that'll fix it.
Have you told anyone our mythos yet?
No,
Or are they
I'm not
still
going
guessing?
to.
Good.
At least not
Oh.
yet. That is a cat.
That's a cat.
Obligatory baby time.
No.
Look at him.
Also, yeah, I was catching up in the chat, and yeah, I might have gotten malfired.
Oh, you definitely got malfired because you just went, yeah, the intern just fucked off. Not my problem.
Yeah, I said the intern fucked off, and so am I.
And then it's like, I'm out of here. Like, literally, man, you just went, okay, bye, taking an early lunch. Also, I lost the temp. I also lost the temp I was assigned. Christ almighty. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Sailing away.
I do want to go about like the screen thing. I want to go full like classic programmer and get a screen above, a third screen above my two screens.
No, you want to go full classic program? You want to get the two screens, you want to get the vertical screen.
Oh no, that's I don't. I understand why people do that, but I hate it.
Just all scrolling
One
down.
really big long screen.
I've seen those. They suck.
Oh,
Yes,
probably
matrix
do.
screens, exactly.
You just want to have like just the bank of monitors, like like you're playing a fucking pipe organ every time you're typing an email.
Filled up my water.
Did you leave it in the kitchen?
I haven't even rolled any dice yet.
You'd be amazed how light this game can be on rolling dice sometimes. But I'm loving the roleplay because it's been like there was like a full 10 to 15 minute section there where I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, we just chatted.
That's what
Yeah,
you
you guys
picked us to be in the
Warrior
game.
character, and I love it.
I put it down when I picked up the cat.
You traded water for cat. You would suck at Settlers of Catan.
I mean, don't get me wrong, cat is definitely on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but I feel like water's there first.
Probably yes. That is why I have cider.
Not water.
It's also not a cat, but here I am.
I just have math rock.
I also have ramen now.
Math rock, math
Yeah,
rock.
Catan dice.
I don't need to play these. Which makes me really sad because I've got that really fancy dice box that was custom fucking handmade. This beautiful box with all my clicky clacks. My beautiful clickety clackety box.
Put it away, Jake.
Burned with all my old D&D characters on it.
Should link the person that made it.
I probably fucking should actually. Yeah, I'll take that out.
Yeah.
Plug.
Plug the person who is
plug.
plug person who is, you know. I don't know, I'm fucking streaming. Plug the person that did the good art for me and will do the good art for you. Because
Good art for me.
she did the good art.
for you.
She's got an Instagram handle that I'm going to be putting in the chat now. Which is that. That's her Instagram handle. She also is very happy to have her email shared out, which is this. She does brilliant work. She very recently worked on a bunch of sort of like giant Scotty dog statues that are going up around the Fife area. She worked on one of them. And I mean, just
Off the box.
she gave me this box with all my clickety clacks in it. A burnt dragon. And she did these beautiful Celtic knotwork designs. And also all like names of a bunch of my old D&D characters, almost all of whom are retired and will never see the light of day again.
Oh, Snack will be back.
They're immortalized in this. Snack may be back. I like Snack. But
Sure, Snack will be back.
One of the great things about this that she sort of custom did for me was that the entire lid comes out and turns into a dice tray. So I can roll my dice in my box. Also, the box is big enough to fit an entire like RPG source book or two in it along with all my dice. So if I need to go somewhere and bring the books, I can fucking do that. Brilliant work, reasonably priced, fantastically custom done, and a lovely lady that I met at a book event actually. So hey, remember kids, if you're going to a weird event like listening to an author speak, talk to random strangers. You might just get
Always talk to strangers.
What?
No matter where you are, always talk to strangers.
Always talk to strangers. Don't talk to kids, but do talk to strangers.
Remember, kids, stranger danger is a lie.
Yes, but also don't talk to kids. Kids are...
No, I'm just
I
getting
didn't say
like...
things like that when I work with kids.
Kids are liable...
I'm getting
Kids are
so
liable
many...
to be boring.
I'm getting so many, like, of the true crime podcasts. It's 8 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
No, I don't even think the kid fucking
I have
knows where he
kids.
is. That's his problem. It's like, it's 8 o'clock. Does your kid know where you... Do you know where your child is? No, fucking Neighbours is on. Piss off.
Neighbours. You know that's back.
I'm aware.
Not
That
even
which is
a
dead
popcorn.
will cannot eternally ride. Just getting cold.
This is all just going to be so good for my teaching career.
Remember, kids, if you see your teacher out in the wild, don't fucking talk to them. They've had to put up with you all fucking week. Leave them alone.
They are no longer getting paid.
They're no longer being paid to put up with your bullshit, and legally, they can throw you the length of the supermarket aisle.
Remember, kids, you see your teacher out in the wild and you decide to go up and talk to them, at least have some fucking cash on you.
If you go up to your teacher in the wild and they don't smell like an alcoholic, their spirit hasn't been broken yet.
No, they probably smell like weed.
That'll be the art department.
And we need you to change that.
No, let the teachers fucking get stoned in their off hours, okay? Let them rest. Jesus.
Okay.
They need to chill. Okay, cannabis is very good for treating trauma. Do you know what gets traumatized? Teachers.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was talking to the kids, recruiting them to stress their teachers out more.
One sec, and then
And remember,
I think
kids,
Chris will be back.
if you if you do get into dealing cannabis, remember to sell some to your teachers.
Only way not to get ratted out.
It's the only way not to get
with your
ratted
teachers.
out.
We actually, I'm genuinely starting to think that you put these on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Face is on here, my name is on there.
Not your last name.
We gotta change the subject.
Okay, here's the thing. If you are a kid and if you are a teenager and you are selling cannabis and you are dumb enough to try and sell to your teacher, okay, the consequences of that are on you. Because that's the fastest way to get caught. Also, I think Kelly's
Kelly,
died. She's looking very frozen. I think she may have decided to go into witness protection to avoid
Oh no,
our
Clark's
terrible
our
foster
host.
children.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened.
You missed me explaining my logic of why teenagers should try and sell weed to their teachers.
Yeah.
But there is
I have to, for legal reasons.
There is good and legally savvy reasons behind it. Because if a kid is dumb enough to try and sell weed to a teacher, they deserve whatever happens to them.
For legal reasons, I have to say, I do not smoke cannabis. I do not sell cannabis. I do not buy cannabis from children. And I do not condone any of what we just talked about. Just for legal reasons. Just for my peace of mind.
I do.
You condone the kid handing the cannabis to the teacher.
At my school, a kid tried to buy cannabis from a girl in my school. In my year, tried to buy weed from a guy, and
I know this story.
he sold her ground up broccoli, and that obviously that got
That was
all around the
Organo.
school. That was a different guy. Same guy who sold it. Different guy who bought it. He did it twice.
Look. Scam artist.
The first time it was broccoli.
Hey, it gets dumber. Save your commentary, it gets worse.
No, because it's really funny. This girl obviously found out because it went all around the school and everyone was laughing at her for it. So she found out about it. So her next natural step is to complain to the teacher, saying that she wants her money back. He needs to give her money back because he didn't sell her what she wanted to. Obviously, guy gets called into the teacher's office. He says, I didn't sell her anything. Like I don't sell weed, so I would never try and sell her weed. I don't know what she's talking about.
Sold her herbs.
She gets in trouble for admitting to trying to buy weed. They have nothing on him.
Do you know what the
They
worst
can't
part
do
of
shit
this
to him.
is? Do you know what the worst part of this is? This almost exact scenario happened in Florida. This is a Florida man story. Because there was a brilliant
like Glasgow
911
Wade
call
story.
of a Florida guy calling the cops and be like, "Hey man, I bought this meth. Could you guys I don't think it's meth though. Could one of you guys like send some people around to like test it and make sure it's meth?"
It's really funny.
Which point the officer just went,
Yeah, sure.
no, I think we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
What's the
address?
address, buddy? We'll send a couple people right over to test your meth.
Yeah, same guy also sold a different guy oregano rolled blunts.
See,
is
scam
great.
artistry is a great skill, very carefully used. Be very careful when scamming people. Don't pretend to be a Nigerian prince. People have got over that one, and don't get into Bitcoin because then you're just a cunt. That's the wrong kind of scam. You gotta respect the fake drug dealer scams that you get in high school. Like, so many of them exist, where they will like sell you something completely innocuous, and be like, "Yeah, man, this is drugs." Like,
Because what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna
Internally
complain
going,
to?
"I'm
Unless you're
16."
that girl who's an idiot. Who are you gonna complain to?
yeah, internally
I
going,
think
"I'm
I knew
16,
in
where the
high
fuck
school
am I gonna
someone
get
that
cocaine?"
ground up mint imperials and said, "Yeah, I've got coke."
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Just like-
I had actually there was a party I went to at one point, and this wasn't even a scam. This person made no money out of it. But all the drinks, she told everyone they were alcoholic, and I wasn't drinking at the time anyway. She let me in on the joke. Once it got to the point where everybody was drunk enough to be doing really dumb shit, you know, when you're a teenager and you're at a house
Yep.
party because someone's like parents are out of town or whatever,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
15, 16.
Yep.
Everyone's getting
I've
to the
heard.
point of drunkenness where they're doing kind of dumb shit. That is when she leans over to me and goes, "All the drinks are non-alcoholic." No profit. No profit.
Just
Just for
fun.
funsies.
Purely for the joy.
Yeah.
That's the kind of scam I really respect. That's an S tier prank right there. Just being like, all these fuckers are doing dumb shit of their own thing. That was literally a Simpsons episode.
It's also, you know, the meme. There's no alcohol. Never was.
Never was. Truth is, Benny, game was rigged from the start. Anyway, we're all back. We're all back, right?
I think
Yep.
so.
Okay, cool. Step 1, pretend drug. Step 2, step 3, profit. Thank you, Diamond. But yes, so just go and check out the artist that I put in the chat. She's a very, very good artist. She's a very, very fun person. I'm just gonna pin those. Let me pin for the next little while. So, yeah. Fucking go and bombard her for work and be like, hey, tell her Jonathan sent you. And he's really happy with the box. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Where the fuck were we?
We are going to.
We were going
BT.
to go see Effie.
Yeah.
You want
BT.
BT to get your internet out sorted. Right. Clark and Cal in Clark's Astra. That's where we were. Driving through the busy city streets towards Effie. Effie, what are you doing at this time of the day? It's still the beginning of the day.
I am on the phone to my friend Ethel.
Ethel! Ah, yes. Ethel.
So, what do you mean he was like riding to? Ooh.
What? Are you just doing one half
No,
of the
it's-
conversation, or do you want me to do the other half?
Actually, you do the other half.
What I mean, dearie? What I mean, dearie, was he had a horse on the one leg,
Hmm.
and what he thought was a horse on the other one. Problem was, what nobody realised was that I'd nicked all the shoes.
I love you, Ethel. You're so good.
Ah! Bit past me prime now.
Oh, certainly not. If anything, you're prime arc.
Fuck off, I'm 77.
Hey, listen, I know folk, but it just means you're experienced. Depth of flavour, you know?
Well, the less said about my flavour, the better. That's between me and the three men in my bedroom.
I thought you gave up the swinging.
No, dearie, they're the ones in the swing.
Ah, I see what you did there. Oh, hold on. Dolly Parton's ringing again.
Ah,
I'll catch you later.
have fun, dearie. Have fun.
I always do. Bye.
Enjoy. Love that.
Lift up the phone.
Working 9 to 5. Sorry,
No.
I thought you'd answered it.
No. If it cut off, then it can't be that important.
I cut it off because I thought you answered it. Come on.
KFC, get your massive tits here.
We're downstairs to collect our order.
Ah, cool. I'll buzz you in.
In we go.
I throw the phone back in the drawer and shut the drawer.
The surprisingly heavy door opens with a bzzz and a chunk of a larger than average deadbolt sliding back.
Alright.
It swings open.
We
taking
make our-
you into the very short corridor before Effie's rather cramped little office.
Ah, welcome back, Mark.
Effie, I'd like to introduce you to someone, but you won't remember his name anyway. This is Cal.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you, Cal.
Cal and I have lost somebody, and I need to know when they are.
Hmm. And you thought you would come to me?
In exchange, I
Hmm.
can owe you a favor.
That's not like you, Clark.
An accident occurred in my workplace. I need to rectify it.
An accident, you say? Very unbecoming.
He cut up a lady with a scythe and my temp disappeared. That's about the gist of it.
Well, they do say a
dangerous.
sharp scythe safer than a blunt scythe.
Can you help? She's kind of my responsibility and I feel bad.
I could. He's offered me something. What can you offer me in return?
I reach into my jacket pocket and pull out a business card. And I hand it to her. Accounting services. I'm good with money.
My. Shall I say you owe me a favour as well then?
As long as it's not... Yeah, sure. Within reason.
Wunderbar. I'll decide within the reason. So, gentlemen, here is what you're going to do. I know a gentleman called Malcolm. He's on Woodrow Lane. He is a watchmaker. Now, you need to take him 4mm rings. Brass. And he will get you sorted.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Effie.
I look forward to our partnership.
I put my
in the
hand in
future.
I put my hand in my trouser pocket and I pull out 4mm brass springs.
You pull out 4mm tin springs.
Shit. I go into my shirt pocket, the brass, and I try again.
You pull out one big spring.
Fuck. Specific things are really hard. Hold on, I reach to my back pocket.
You pull out a club sandwich.
Actually, I'll take that. I've not had lunch yet.
Oh, you have. Sorry, I just bit. You have the other half.
Just like, has that been held at the correct temperature?
Do you know what the correct temperature is?
Smells fine.
It's a club sandwich, so
Favor
it's not-
fulfilled.
So it's not hot
Wing.
food.
Favor fulfilled.
No, it does have
No,
meat.
no.
It does have meat on it, so you do need to preserve it at a certain temperature.
Yeah, but you need to. It would be cold holding instead of hot holding,
Exactly.
which is important. So it means, and cold holding
Otherwise, that's
is
a nasty ass sandwich.
-4 degrees Celsius.
How cold are your trousers, Cal?
No.
Fridge, isn't it?
sandwich
Minus.
is-
Yeah,
sandwich is
-4
minus
degrees Celsius. That's normally +4 degrees Celsius. Sorry, the freezer's at -23. The fridge is at +4. I don't know why I put the minus in there. I'm so sorry.
Because your brain
Am
went.
I correct?
We'll speak later.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Excellent.
She takes out the toothpick and then just starts eating the club sandwich.
Good. It's got pastrami on it.
Clark opens the door and leaves.
I follow.
As
Good
you-
luck getting the spring, boys. Bye.
As the door closes behind them, the spider in the top right corner of the room continues to weave its web. And the two of you head out into the city. You are in search of Malcolm and his 4mm springs.
Specifically, 4mm springs for Malcolm.
For Malcolm.
Yeah.
4 Malcolm
What is
millimeter
that?
springs.
Hardware store.
No, 4mm springs Malcolm.
No. 4 springs Malcolm millimeter.
Malcolm Springs.
Millimeter
4
4 Malcolm Springs.
Maybe his name's Springs. Who knows?
Where am I?
Mal Springs for come.
Who's flying the plane?
Excellent. So,
Can I do a move to try and like really focus and get these springs, or go to a hardware store?
going to the hardware store would be the.
Be the normie route.
Also, I left all those springs on your desk.
Oh yeah, no, I've got them in like another drawer now. I'm probably going to try and like balance a pencil on them or something.
You're already building a little mini Springopolis.
A Mildredopolis, please.
Mildredopolis, sorry. I had to write that down.
Yeah, it's the great city of Mildred.
Great city of Mildred. I'm just rolling with it now.
Good.
I'm trying to work out what this would be as a move. I think this is a change the game move.
For me?
For you, yes. So what do you have that you could add to this?
I have Bag of Tricks.
Okay.
It's not very funny, so I don't think I can use that one.
Yeah.
Depends how funny your hardware store is.
Funny is the
Wicks.
hardware store. I think maybe at a stretch, laziness. He doesn't want to go look for them, which is why he's trying real hard to pull them out of his pocket.
But it does say, I will go to great lengths to not do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you laziness. I'll give you laziness and I'll give you a bag of tricks.
So 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
12.
Hey, 10 plus.
Nice.
When you use your ability to give yourself, elf, or your allies an advantage, roll plus power. On a hit, you gain juice equal to power. Spend your juice to gain the following effects: 1-to-1, create a story tag, burn a power tag or a story tag, give or reduce a status. Basically, just, you get the thing you want. On a 10 plus,
Yes.
you get a minimum of 2 juice, and you can also spend your juice to choose. Scale up the effect, prolong the effect, hide the effect, or any other improvement you and I can agree on.
I can say scale up the effect, and I accidentally get like a shit ton of them.
You pull out like a fistful of springs,
Yeah, they're like falling out.
and
I'm like,
just slink. So a lot of them just start slinking away.
yeah, I'm like, fuck.
Please say
Just
that you
holding
do
them.
this while I'm driving the car.
Some of them
You're
go out
Yeah,
the
sitting in the
window.
passenger seat, and suddenly just springs. I mean, they're 4mm. They're tiny.
Yeah.
And they just keep like pouring.
They're
out
going
all
down
into the
cracks and shit,
footwell
and I'm like,
into cracks
You are now ankle deep in springs.
springs.
I have a note.
Yep.
I know we're saying 4mm is in the length of them, but 4mm could be the diameter, and you could just get one really, really, really long one, like a snake. They could all join themselves together and unionize.
Well, no, because it was a
Dental
success.
plan! Dental plan!
They don't have teeth!
That's the kind of thing that would happen on a failure, because I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe if they were cogs, Barry, because then they definitely have teeth.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you're
Right,
now ankle
okay.
deep in springs in Clark's footwell.
Clark sighs and drives us to the address given by Effie.
My bad.
We spend the rest of the drive in awkward silence.
Yeah. Traffic is pretty bad in this city. It's a little hard to get around at times. So a few hours have passed. You're not quite caught up to 5:30 yet. But as you reach the little watchmaker's shop of Mr. Malcolm Springs, you get out. Springs spill out onto the street, out of the car footwell, on Cal's side. What do you do?
I'm not even gonna dignify Cal with a look. I'm just gonna walk into the watch shop and assume that Cal follows me.
I do.
Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to Spring and Sons. How can I help you today?
We've been told to provide you with some springs.
Are you Malcolm?
4mm.
Yeah, I hold them out to him. Please take them off me.
That's a lot of springs, my friend.
Is there like a counter?
Yes.
I put them down on the counter.
Yeah, like screws a jeweler's eyeglass into his eyes. Looks, takes a few of that, just looks at it. Yeah, they're all pretty. Oh, it's made of fucking tin.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Nice brass springs. Nicely done. Usually got to get these custom made. Thanks very much. Effie sends you.
They both nod.
Yeah. Both silent nodders.
He's confused for a second and then sort of shakes it off. Right then. Right, what can I do for you fellas?
We're looking for a girl.
Well, a watchmaker's shop is not necessarily the best place to go for that.
We need to know when she is.
When she's what?
When she is somewhere.
You're not really giving me a lot of details to work on here, mate.
Girl, a girl we know disappeared in front of us. We don't know what happened to her. We're looking for her.
What, she got kidnapped? You should be talking to the police.
No,
not
she.
me.
Is it? I turn to Clark
Jay.
and I go,
Yeah.
"Is this normal?"
That's exactly what's going through my head. I'm like, I know that Effie's ways and means are mysterious, but I also know that she does occasionally conduct business with the normies of the world.
Sleepers, to use the technical term.
The sleepers of the world. Can I tell if this person is a sleeper?
Absolutely yes. Malcolm is asleep.
Fuck.
Malcolm is a sleeper, right? Okay.
She didn't get kidnapped. She ran away
Oh, she ran away.
from
did she?
home. Yeah, she ran away
Yes.
from
Well-
home, and we're looking for her.
She should turn up back in the city again at some time. We're just wondering if you can help us figure out when that will be.
Well, if you were looking to sort of find somebody coming out of the offices, most of the business is closed around 5 o'clock, 5:15. You know, most of them be heading for the pub at 5:30.
Thank you. Does that mean we go to the pub at 5:30?
I suppose it does.
Well, it depends. How was your, how dedicated was your friend? I can't imagine much if she were, if she liked it.
She seemed to be excited to be working with me.
Ah, keen. I understand you. Well, maybe she's one of them sticks that stays behind a bit late, trying to impress the boss. 'Cause we all know how well that goes.
5:30, you said.
Yeah, there and thereabouts. That'll make sense to me.
Thank you very much. Clark, please.
Strange couple of
Thanks.
lads. Screws the
I
fucking
walk out
eyeglass
as well.
and goes back to looking at the springs.
She should reappear on the floor where she disappeared at approximately 5:30. We have, checks his watch, what time is it?
It is 5:15.
We have 45 minutes to get back to the office, and I have 15 minutes left on the clock before this starts getting to be a pain in my neck. So, shall we?
Don't worry, we'll go to the pub after.
Alright. We jet over. We jet set.
It takes you more than 45 minutes.
Bastard.
Shit.
47 minutes after leaving Malcolm Springs' place. You arrive at the front doors of Fester, Nestor, and McClucky. Just as Mal comes cannoning out of the revolving doors.
That's the ticket.
and runs probably right into one of you.
Yeah, you go head first into Cal.
Cal is not very well built, man. They bowl over.
Proper, like, spinning, you know, like...
There's a momentary dust cloud, and it settles,
Yep.
and then the two of them are just kind of like lying in a heap like that.
Please get off me.
She, like, jumps back up, and she's like, oh god.
Good, you're not dead.
And she looks around, and she notices that the sun is, like, lower in the sky. She was like, where did the entire day go?
We spent it fucking about watchmakers.
You killed that lady. And she, like, again, she puts her hands up and takes a step back.
You
Takes another step back.
explain.
Clark has removed his impeccably measured tie. His suit has started to look a bit... His suit has started to look a bit dishevelled, and he looks shorter, almost. Like, he just looks really worn down. And he just looks at you over the top of his glasses and goes, I did not kill her. I trying to put her back where she came from. Which, I appreciate, could sound dodgy in some contexts. However,
dodgy, you think? Yeah, that's a word for it.
She is not supposed to be here. So, I'm helping to move her back to where she's from, which she will be happier. You, in the meantime, I owe an apology. An accident occurred at your work while I was on shift, and you were catapulted through time.
Is there paperwork?
I apologize.
An incident report.
I was going to say,
Yeah, done your best.
The incident report is already filled out. You can sign it if you want. He holds out the paper to you. But this is the last thing I'm doing before I go home.
He, like, looks you up and down. And is like, there's the scythe.
You can search me if you want.
No thanks, I'm good. Mr. Hardaway, you know this. You're just remarkably calm.
I meant when you did.
Going on here. And how are you so calm?
I feel like I have to explain this. You should have powers. It's weird. It seems like you do things, you vanish, you're just not aware of them. I don't really know how the whole thing works.
Vanish. I didn't vanish.
Technically.
Oh well, from our perspective, you vanish. It's all about perspective, I guess.
That also.
I
was
ran
not your
away.
fault. The figment who was the lady, sorry, as you described her, who was stuck on the up on the floor. She skipped you.
Through
She skipped you 8 hours ahead in time.
eight.
From 9:30 to 5:30.
Oh, I'm so fired, aren't I?
No.
I'll cover for you if Dave tomorrow. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
It was kind of my fault. Well, it's kind of his fault, but you know.
I cannot. She's just like rubbing her temples and it's like, okay, I need
Does Mal drink?
explanations. Sorry?
Does Mal drink?
Yes.
Why don't you ask her?
Yeah, it's Mal, not me.
Cal pulls out a glass of Mal's favorite drink.
Get into specifics again.
We're getting into the specifics. You pull out a glass with liquid in it.
He's trying to pull out a glass of Mal's favorite drink.
You pull out a glass with liquid in it.
Mal's
hand
just
it
Mal
to
has
her.
her eyes closed and is doing this. And she takes it in that way where when you're too busy thinking and talking to someone and they hand you something, you just sort of automatically take it.
Yep.
It's not like gasoline or something, is it?
And she's like, I'm gonna need some sort of fucking explanation. This smells alcoholic, and drinks it.
Yeah, you take the shot of limoncello.
Cello?
Was I close?
Close to what? Why is this? Where did you?
Clark.
Guess I'll need to work on it.
Clark is in the process of getting in his car, by the way. It's like, see you around. And
This is a really nice.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go to the pub.
Where the fuck are you going?
Well,
I think. He gives the glass back.
No, I keep it.
Okay. Is it their purse?
When did he say I had to be at the meet the guy?
7 p.m.
So
5:30 now.
5:30.
At 40 probably.
Yeah, he checks his watch and realizes and goes like, okay, well, I'm gonna head home, grab a little bit of food, and I have stuff to do. So I'll see you tomorrow, and we can talk some more. Do you need
I'm
a
gonna fuck my sleep schedule.
lift, or are you?
Sure, yeah, actually, that would be good. I think if I got on a bus right now, I would just zone out.
Yeah, I get in my car and I drive her home.
Yeah, your car was in the company parking lot.
A 1975 brown Ford Pinto. It's very old and beat up.
Yeah. Because despite the fact it's got an old car, it's a very, very generic looking motherfucker.
Yes, it's the most generic looking car you can think of.
Did you guys have like a secret character setup meeting where you decided what vehicles everybody drove? You all have very specific answers.
Remember
I decided this myself.
That fucking barrel.
Remember how I went to each of you and finished your characters with you individually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a secret character development session with all of you.
I'm specifically talking about the two of them.
No, they can
They're
make
fucking
themselves.
specific ass cars.
They can
Fraser
make
and
that
I've been
themselves.
talking about cars for weeks, months even.
We've had this in the works for a very long time. Our
Yeah.
car choices.
Yep.
Yep.
Years I've known.
All of
Sorry.
you move away into your various little parts of your lives, the little pieces of your logos, of your real life, of your identity. Each of you with an invitation from various different sources, known and unknown, to a particular house at a particular time. The time approaches. Just before that, what does everybody do in the leading up to 7 o'clock when each of you are meant to be at 89 Oakland Place?
You want to go first?
Fraser.
I do what I said I was going to do. I go home and I heat up a ready meal.
Yeah, because you... Jesus. You are the laziest. You are just... Cal is just the laziest motherfucker.
Cal opens his freezer and he has just stacks of ready dinners, different a bunch of different kinds and different all the different kinds you could think of, just so he has variety. He
And I
takes
thought it
out
would be just all the same one.
he takes out frozen minced potatoes and heats up.
Disgusting.
Yep.
Effie, what is your life like leading up to your meeting with Jerry at the pub just down from 89 Oakland Place?
She gives herself a stretch, logs onto the computer to see when her next shift is at her workplace. Goes, really? Okay. So, 5, Okay. And she takes the phones, turns them off, puts them in their respective chargers. And makes sure the solar panels, like, charging them all up, because is she fuck paying for Lecky?
You think she'd know a guy who could fix it for her?
Oh, she
She knew a guy who could set up the panels.
aye. And just like, right, pictures. Who was looking for the pictures? Just kind of closing off the connections that she's made today, making references to
Does Effie
Who-
have a giant corkboard?
yes.
Yeah, just something like that.
Does now.
That's going to there. That's going to there.
And she always takes a picture of the corkboard each night, just in case.
Hell yeah.
Those
Love a meticulous
backups,
professional.
baby.
I love a meticulous professional.
And then she like goes, right, pictures, Jerry, let's go. Throws her jacket on.
Okay. Let's rock. Mal, what do you do after this crazy, and to you, very, very short day?
She walks back into her flat and she feels like to her, she was here an hour ago. Like, the sun's going down and, like, cat is meowing at her to be fed and, you know, she's like, she just kind of distractedly makes her dinner and eats it while, like, good, like, you know, scrolling through, I don't know, WebMD or whatever.
To diagnose symptoms of psychosis.
Is Kelly frozen?
Kelly's frozen again.
I didn't know she was just like really acting the internal pain
No.
of what was going on.
No, her internet shat itself inside out.
Oh no.
Oh no, Kelly's actually like going in time.
Well, we'll see her at 5:30. Because it's about 9:30 just now. So we'll skip over that. Clark. Oh.
Sorry.
We had
Totally
you up
dropped
until
that.
scrolling through WebMD.
Look through WebMD or like the NHS website about like hallucinations. I figure out if she's actually properly fucking going crazy. And more importantly, staring every so often at the letter that is still on the ground by the door where she dropped it. And as the kind of time approaches and she double checks how long it's going to take her to walk to their address or like what bus she needs to get on, she like takes the letter and puts it in her purse as she leaves.
Okay. Clark. What does your hour and a half
Clark.
look like?
My hour and a half involves stopping at a drive-through out of efficiency to get dinner, getting home, getting changed, and because you can't help your dad move a clock in business wear, so like, and he looks really strange in like joggies and a t-shirt. Like it just doesn't suit him. Like it just looks wrong. And you know, so he goes home and basically so like
It looks
eats
like he's
while
wearing someone
driving.
else's clothes.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, it's a takeaway, eats on his way while driving, gets home, but sorry, doesn't eat while driving because that's unsafe. Apologies. Gets home, eats dinner, has a shower, gets changed, goes out to his dad's.
Okay.
Move the clock.
Because you're picking your dad's apparently picking this up from 89 Oakland Place.
Yes, I'm going to 89 Oakland Place.
4 rifts converge on a location, all for different reasons, all with different means in mind, but all going towards the same place. And let's see. First person to actually get where they're going, of course, because he is always punctual, is Clark. You get to this. It's a small house, ranging out towards the suburbs. But not. It's still within city limits, but it's not quite. It's still a house. Not quite into the blocks of flats that make up the main heart of the city. The door is open. Wide open.
Okay. Is my dad's car outside?
No.
In which case, I'm going to sit in my car and wait for him.
Cool. Which I think means the next person to get there is young Mal Ashford. And Mal, you're walking after having gotten off the bus. So you don't see Clark in his car on the other side of the street where you can get parked. You get to this house and you see the door hanging open. What do you do?
She makes sure that her phone has the, emergency numbers on speed dial. Make sure that that's up. She puts her keys between her fingers. She's fucking terrified. She's so unbelievably scared. Her phone in one hand, keys in the other. And she just edges towards the door. Are the lights on inside?
No. There's a light
her
on.
phones.
Sorry. The front window and the hall lights are off, but you notice a light on in a room further towards the back.
Puts her phone's torch on.
Okay.
Okay, shines it around the inside of the hallway before she steps foot over the threshold.
Clark, you're seeing all of this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll admit this seems a little bit weird. Do I recognize Mal?
Do you?
I'm wearing the same shit, I was too distracted.
Then yeah, I reckon I recognize you. Oh,
Actually, that's a thing. Do you, though? Because Mal's quite forgettable.
Is that in Mal's power tags?
It is actually a thing, yes.
Actually,
It
yeah.
actually is.
Okay.
That's a fairly
Do you want me
good
to?
point.
Shall I roll for it?
Um,
Is this like Is this like?
just give me a flat roll. Give me a flat 2d6 roll.
Okay. That is 1 and a 4. That's a 5.
That's a fail. No, that is a fail. Because it's below a 6.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't recognize it. I just
You
see
don't
a
know who
strange
this is.
person. I see a stranger walking in and shining a flashlight, and I'm like, that's a wee bit weird. But equally well, my dad hasn't arrived yet to pick up this clock, so I'm like, I'm gonna not. The safe and the sensible thing is to not get involved.
Exactly.
Well, Mal kind of shines her torch around and make sure there's nobody hiding in any dark corners.
As you're approaching the room with the light on, a figure blocks out the light from the street. Cal, you have just arrived at this house with the door open. And you're standing in the doorway and you're looking
Like
directly
peering.
at Mal.
Do I recognize Mal?
Close up.
Give me a 2d6 roll.
Sure. 10.
Yeah, you recognize Mal.
Are you?
Who?
What are you doing here?
He like kind of like goes back towards him, kind of bundles him out of the door and pulls him to the side, and it's like,
Are you breaking in this building?
I'm not breaking this building. What the fuck are you doing here?
I'm meeting a guy off Gumtree. He's selling me a cabinet.
Okay,
No, Blu-rays.
Blu-rays. Forgotten.
Sorry.
sure, Blu-rays.
Blu-rays is white chicks.
Okay. You know who lives here?
No, I mean, I've messaged him. He's selling me shit.
It's a guy named Glenn.
Hey,
Guy named Glenn.
Glenn, and she like see her for a second. Her eyes just kind of like flick back and forth as if she's like mentally like flipping pages. I don't know a Glenn. I don't know a Glenn. What? Oh. Look, I got, and she shows him the text that she got on her phone. We have answers. Is this you? Did you send me this?
Do I recognize the number?
No.
It's not the same one. It's the guy texting me.
No.
That seems like your personal business. I'm just here to buy some DVDs.
Buy some Blu-rays. Sure. Okay, I
I honestly didn't expect to see you here.
don't think it's a good idea for you to go in that house. I think it's a good idea for me to go in that house, but
You seem to
gotta
be very
know.
on edge. Are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm not fucking okay.
Why not? What happened?
You were there today after all that shit with the fucking time stopping safety inspector.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You and your fucking conjuring shit with thin hair and
He's eating carrots.
now this, and she holds up the letter as well. She's been gesturing with the letter the whole time.
What does the letter say again?
We know.
You know. So you have some sort of like secret you're trying to hide, or
No, I'm here to find out what the fuck is happening.
you're really not explaining anything.
I'm coming from you.
As much as
I
I'm
mean,
loving this, I am actually going to have to cut you two short a little for a second because we are actually running quite close to time, and I need to move to the next scene. Because
Okay.
just a little way down the road is not quite a bustling pub, but a pub that's doing some after work trade. It's reasonably well lit, quite eerie, smells only a little bit of piss and spilled drink. A fact that Effie notes as she steps in the door and sees Jerry sitting in the bar, sweatily.
She goes to walk over, makes a note of how sticky the carpet is.
Not carpet, wooden floor.
Carpet in the bar.
Oh.
carpet in a bar.
Carpet in a toilet.
That's a crime.
Can't believe you'd say that to me.
That's a crime.
She just kind of internally sighs, closes her eyes for a brief moment, puts on a chipper face, and sits in front of... Is Jerry at the bar?
Yeah,
Or has he
Jerry's
got a
at the bar.
booth?
Jerry,
Sits next to Jerry.
he jumps as you sit down. Effie, hello, Effie. You alright?
She slides over a family bucket meal.
He kind of looks at it and licks his lips a little. Well, the thing is, Effie, this stuff is rather sordid. There's people who'd be willing to pay quite a bit for this.
Who have you been speaking to?
Well, word gets around, Like, you know, people hear things.
Do they know?
Maybe I've had a better offer.
Now, Jerry, I expect to have the negatives in this envelope as well as the pictures. And if they're not there, I don't think you're going to get a better offer than what I'm offering you. Do I make myself clear?
He is sweating like a priest at an inquest right now. He is like you can smell it on him. Well,
I'll take a white wine, please. A large one.
as you turn to the bar Jerry fucking legs it out the door.
Did they take the family bucket meal with them?
No.
I pick it up and throw it at him.
I think that's a...
My chicken.
That feels like a toe-to-toe.
I think that's either a go-toe... I'm trying to think if it's a toe-to-toe or take the risk. I think it's a go toe-to-toe.
And I'm gonna shout, I'm gonna tell your mum.
She knows your mommy.
Because one of my power tags is, I know your ma.
Yeah, baby.
Excellent.
Excellent. Is there anything else you would like to add to that?
And, I don't... I know guys everywhere, so... Jerry and I have had a working relationship, so he knows what I can do.
So is that your
Somewhat.
strong reputation you want to add in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. There's your 2d6 plus 2.
Alright. Oh. That is an 8.
Okay, a 7 to 9. You get to choose one. You manage to achieve your goal. You get them good, or you block, dodge, or yeah, the third one doesn't really apply. So do you want to get him good, or do you want to? What is your goal here?
My goal is just to get him to trip up so I can walk over to him and just grab him.
Yeah.
You gotta slip on some chicken.
He goes skidding out the door. Like Jerry is not the fittest guy, but he's quicker than you'd think he was. He's a very, very small time, like bottom of the gutter barrel private detective. So he lives mostly on his nerves. So as he is skittering out the door, your hand just whips out, grabs the bucket, and boom, in one movement, and he goes spinning across the bar and catches him fully in the back of the head, scattering chicken everywhere. Was it just chicken in the bucket?
It's a family bucket meal.
Okay, so just scattering chicken and sauces everywhere. As Jerry stumbles, and because this is a partial success, we can do something here. The folder that he clamped under his arm slips and opens, and a few pictures fall out, but you know that was not the whole thing.
I put my heel down on his hand and pick up some of the pictures. Jerry.
Now, question, is Effie wearing heels or is she wearing regular shoes?
Heels. I pick up some of the pictures. Jerry, this is not how we operate. Is it?
I'm sorry!
No, you're not sorry. You're upset you got caught. give me what I asked for. I say this quietly to him as I've bent down and look over to the bar going, sorry folks, get around on me, I apologise. And I turn to Jerry going, this one's on you. Now don't be a chicken. Give me what I asked for. She twists the heel a little.
So this is absolutely the convince move, but you're being so fucking scary right now that I'm not actually sure you need it. Yeah. He scrabbles for the folder and like thrusts it at you. He's like, please get off my hand.
No. First you're going to tell me who had the better offer.
I don't know. It's just a guy came to the office.
I lean down a bit closer, putting more pressure on my heels. What office?
My office.
I genuinely can't hear what you're saying.
My office. He's saying his office.
Your office. Okay. And none of these pictures are on your computer now, are they?
Oh!
Thank you, Jerry. I lift up my heel and
Fuck it.
take
Go on.
everything that's asked, like I asked for. And heel's left behind.
Didn't realise you were in the habit of beating up your informants, Effie. There's a voice from behind you.
I just kind of tilt my head to see who it was.
You recognise the man standing behind you with a large whiskey in his hand. A large whiskey in one hand and a packet of cigarettes in the other. This is Detective Sergeant McLean, who has, of a time, employed your services for the use of the Metropolitan Police Force.
Oh,
Of this metropolitan city.
Of this Metropolitan
called
City, Mildred.
Yes.
Mildred.
The
Police force.
Metropolitan.
Mildred's
Metropolitan
police force.
Yes, MPD.
oh, don't mind Jerry. He actually pays for like some BDSM. He'll probably get off on it later.
Aye, I know him. He's not
Greasy.
the sharpest. Not exactly the sharpest crayon in the box.
You could say I had a bone to pick with him. Anyway,
He just looks at the scattered chickens like, aye, I could tell. Well, I knew it was spineless, but that's rather taking the biscuit.
Good KFC jokes.
now what nugget of wisdom do you wish to share with me today, McLean?
Let's go somewhere a bit less crowded. Downs his whiskey, puts the glass on a table, and ushers you outside.
I make sure to wipe my heels like on the walkout mat.
As the two of you are walking up the road, he proffers you a cigarette.
No, I'm trying to quit.
Hope you don't mind if I partake then.
Oh no, I like your fresh air. It's fine.
Lights up. He's like, tell me, Effie. Would you know about Fester, Nestor, and McClucken?
I know some things. Why are you asking?
Because I've had some interesting reports of things that might be going on there. Bit outside my purview, you know. I'm a bit more. I tend to be a bit more homicide focused these days, but I've got a guy.
Not be the death of you.
Something like the death of some cunt.
Yeah, fair.
But my mate, I think my mate Tracy over in financial crimes, she's getting a bit wary of the place, you know. Let's walk and talk. As the two of them begin to walk and talk, because I'm aware that we have like 1 minute left as we're supposed to be here. Cal and Mal, you are just outside the house, and you hear, as you're arguing, you hear a groan from inside.
Like a pained groan?
Yes.
Or a... I walk in.
Oh, sorry. I don't know that your name's Cal yet. Hardaway!
I told Clark my full name at some point, so you would know.
Clark, you've watched this entire altercation play out, and you've just seen Cal go back into the house.
Owen's after him.
Followed by Mal. What do you do?
But Mal crosses herself, and everyone's after him.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know whether I've got to wait. I don't know whether it takes one more person for Clark to sigh and start doing things. Or if he's just gonna continue being like, not my job. I'm off the clock right now. I'm tempted to go with the latter, but I can see your face,
Please.
Jay, and I feel like you want him to go in the house.
Look, if we had more time, ironically, I would be happy to play with whatever delusions you were playing with, but we are
short of time.
Get out of the fucking car.
Clark is going. You know what? Clark is going to sigh, get out of his car, close the door, make sure it's locked. He'll walk in his battered trainers, oversized t-shirt, which is impressive given he's 6'4", and his joggies. And he's just gonna, hands in his pockets, with a slight slouch, he's gonna head up the stairs and into the building.
Cal and Mal, you hear the groan again. It's coming from the one illuminated room at the back of the house. And do you open the door? The door is just slightly ajar. You can see the light filtering out. Do you open it?
Just a little enough for me to peek around.
Not enough to
Okay.
fit your head around. Just a little bit ajar.
Yeah, I just want to look in the room a little bit. I don't want to swing it wide open.
You peek in the door, and what you see almost turns your stomach. As there is a body lying on the floor in quite a large pool of blood.
I turn around to Mal, I go, call the police.
As outside, after Clark has entered the house, as Detective Sergeant McLean and our dear Effie park themselves on a wall outside of a darkened house, they are the only ones to witness the two police vans that come screaming down the road, and the small torrent of officers that charge into the house, shouting, "MPD, put your hands up!" And that is where we will end our session.
You rat bastard!
He tricked you!
Thank you everybody
Got
for
you.
tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. We will be back next week at 7 p.m. Monday night. We will be back. Sorry for running a little bit over time. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. This has been a good time.
Yeah.
We will be
That's
back
great.
next week with
Great.
more City of Mist. Standard social plug. You can find me on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. You can find all of my reviews, my writing, my general bullshittery on my website, jonathandavidhoney.com. You can find me on Patreon at JonathanDavidHoney, where there will be a special extension to this stream. that we are going to go and film right now, as we're done here. Go and pay me a $5 a month, and you can say it. You can find Chris at Chris Honey Actor on Instagram. Does anybody else have anything they would like to plug?
No.
Good plan.
Fraser, do you not want to plug your ever so worthy employers?
Oh yeah, all the Lions games were cool.
Fraser's
Making
my
games.
programmer. He works for me. You
You're
can follow-
coerced into doing this.
Yep, I totally didn't coerce him. I have no power. Come see, as Red Diamond says, come see Adam's Family that Chris is putting on.
If you're in Scotland.
If you're in Scotland, come and see the Adams Family.
Absolutely.
I hear they're creepy and they're cooking. And you can follow us. You can, as always, find all of our previous streams, our videos, at The Brothers Honey on YouTube. And, of course, if you would think about finding us, continue following us here on Twitch, where we're here every Monday night. We will be doing City of Mist for the foreseeable, but as soon as that finishes, we'll be back on our bullshit with whatever comes up next.
That's the plan. The answer now is bye, Jay.
Yes, and it's bye. So, thanks everybody for joining us. Bye-bye!